Pull up, pull up, pull up. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, like button as soon as y'all get in. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me. I'm just getting a few things set up right now. But yeah, man, we got a few things to talk about, you know, that's been going on in the crypto space over the last few days. Want to prepare those who haven't had a chance to catch up on all the last videos, try to, you know, drop some of the info that's been going on into this stream, as well as cover some of the things taking place right now. I just got to get everything set up. Make sure y'all share the stream as well. Shout out to those that'll be catching this later on. No matter what time you catch it at, salute to y'all for rocking with me. So yeah, let's start it off by y'all letting me know, why do you invest in crypto? What purpose, you know, are you investing into crypto? Is it, to get rich, you know, to have financial freedom, to take care of your family? You know, this question was inspired from a post I seen Shib Informer asked earlier, you know, like, what is your why? You know, what do you do this for? It's very important to know why you do this and, you know, why you're in this, because when things get tricky, when times get tough, you'll be more likely to keep pushing through it because you have a purpose of doing it. Okay, so we almost set up there. Okay, got that there. That there. All right, so let's check out some of the prices in the market. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all drop a comment so I can know you in the building. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications. R Star said, I do it for financial freedom. That's one of the reasons right there, you know. That's definitely one of my reasons, you know, to be able to have that ability to, you know, not have to, you know, worry about doing what somebody else wants you to do, having your own freedom, being able to do what you want with your time. Of course, you got to still work, but, you know, you don't have to be worrying about building up something for someone else and, you know, you just being replaceable at the end of the day. That's one of my biggest problems that I had with working a job. Like, okay, you're building up someone else's company, but at the end of the day, you know, if you get laid off, fired, whatever, then, you know, you're just left out. You know, so that's why I've been always a big advocate, you know, of figuring out a way to, you know, break outside of that race right there. Essence says, for freedom to have time to myself when I need it. That's a very important one as well. You know, you want to be able to enjoy your time doing the things that you actually enjoy doing versus, you know, the things you have to do because, you know, for financial reasons. Ricky says, there's people right now doing it because of Shiba, some about got wealth transfer. So yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately. That's one thing I want to talk about. Have y'all been hearing about a lot of people saying, you know, how it's supposed to be a wealth transfer going on with Shiba Inu, and a lot of people have been tying a spiritual aspect to it as well. Now, I checked out a couple of the videos, you know, people talking about them having visions and, you know, just seeing, you know, really big signs that, you know, stood out to them that now is the time to invest into Shiba Inu. You know, for me personally, you know, I've been knew the time was to invest into Shiba Inu, but to see that others are, you know, having a feeling like that, you know, it definitely got me thinking. It was like, you know, we could, you know, it's the fact that it's lining up with what I expect to happen with Shiba Inu was also exciting. So I'm already expecting Shiba Inu to have a breakout sometime soon because we got a lot of bullish information coming up. But then to see, you know, a lot of people saying, you know, something in their spirit is telling them that, you know, Shiba Inu is a good investment right now for them. You know, I can't be mad at that. You know, I'm glad to hear that, you know. So I think that's bullish if you ask me. You know, I don't want to go too far into, you know, mixing all the other stuff, but hey, it's cool with me. Somewhat Ricky Negro said, I think it's fake. What do you think is fake, Ricky? Let me know. Noble King said, "What's good? DD just got home from my son's football game. We got wrecked. Dang, man. It's all good, man. Better luck next time. You know, you just got to put that work in. Let him know just to improve on wherever he went wrong at, and, you know, that's all he can do." Noble King said, "Wishing Sheep lost to 0 to make up for the nasty taste of defeat." Shout out to Blast, pull it up, said present. See, this is the thing. Yes, it will be nice for Shiba Inu to lose a 0, and I can't wait for that to happen. But, you know, you want to be prepared for it. You know, that's why you want to be taking advantage of these opportunities that the markets are giving us. So if we take a look at the overall crypto market right now, so at about $990 billion, up 1.4%. SHIB is trending right now, up 1.7%, which is not much at all. Still at that, it's actually at 1234 right now, at the 1234 level. But I think, you know, it being suppressed down here at this range for so long is just going to help it skyrocket when the time comes. This is it resembles, you know, last year when it, you know, it was doing kind of the same thing around this time. You know, so I told y'all in my last video, I'm just taking the opportunity to dollar cost average to accumulate, add more to my position, because even if it doesn't just eat a 0 or, you know, whatever it does, you know, the more tokens you hold, the better off you'll be, the more profit you'll see, you know, just from having more coins. That's the key right there. Now, of course, you want to remember, you know, always do your own due diligence, never risk more than you're willing to lose, and that this is not financial advice. But let's say if we get, you know, 1, 2, you know, 300% gains in the near future, you know, but you only hold, you know, X amount, you might not be, you know, satisfied with those gains. You might, you know, wish that you had a lot more, or you might be wishing that the price went up higher. But a way you can shortcut the price going up higher is by holding more coins. And that way, you know, let's say if you want to double the price that, you know, if the price broke out to, you know, whatever level, once it ate a 0, you'll have this amount. Then halfway to eating that 0, if you doubled your bag size now, then you would already have the amount of money that it would have if, or that you would have if it ate a 0. So hopefully that makes sense to y'all. Let's see. Okay, let me share the chart with y'all. So I'm taking a look at SHIB right now. We see it kind of trading sideways in this range right here. You know, it can kind of get boring for some people. I just seen one person in my comments today. He kind of said something along the lines of, you know, he was just done. SHIB was dead. Like, you know, basically he couldn't take it anymore. You know, and then especially seeing, you know, everything happening with Terra Luna Classic. You know, he's like, oh, SHIB is dead like Saitama. Trust me, SHIB is nowhere near, you know, Saitama. You know, I don't know exactly. I ain't been following up with them, so I don't know what their community is doing right now. But the Shiba Inu community has been strong this entire time, throughout this entire bear market. You know, that's one thing that hasn't, you know, lost any wind with Shiba Inu. And that's exactly what it's going to take to rally a token to the top in the next bull market. So those of y'all that are giving up now, I think y'all are going to regret it. So the price right now is ranging between this 1169 range and 1270 range. Once we break outside of there, I'm expecting to see us hit that 21 level. So I'm expecting us to come test, you know, once we break out of here, we already did the 18s, of course. So I think this is the pullback here. But once we break through these ranges of the 18 levels, I think we're going to test that 21 and possibly end up around that 25, 26 range at the release of Shibarium or sometime immediately after it. But one thing y'all got to remember is that, you know, of course, we expect the price to pump during that time, but there's going to be a lot of people who take profit, just like they did right here in this range. You see, when the price broke out to this 18 level, look how the price moved right back down to this range that it was in, because a ton of people took profit up there. People FOMO'd in at the last minute, and all that money came back off the table from people who've been waiting in, or who bought in lower than this point, waiting to, you know, get out. Once they got the chance to break even, they possibly, you know, sold, or the ones that, you know, already been in, they took profit up here. And then what you can see is a panic sell ensue with people that basically start to see the price fall. And once they see the price fall, then everybody starts to panic, and then they all sell off until the price comes back into a key support level. So let's take a look at Bone as well, see what Bone is doing. We can check Leash out real quick. So Leash is down to $610. It's down 6% on the day so far. I think earlier I seen it down a little closer to 8%. So this is definitely one you want to keep your eyes on. I just seen them talking about adding utility to this, like basically saying inside of SHIB, the metaverse, as well as inside the video game, Leash will have some utility. So you might want to keep an eye on that. That may also receive sympathy from the fact that Bone is pumping right now, and which we already seen it get some, and the fact once SHIB starts to pump, it also may get some sympathy. So we got Bone at $1.84 right now, down to 8.9% for the day so far. So we're basically just seeing, you know, some people take profit, some people sell off, some people who bought in who thought the price was going to keep pushing up, and it didn't, so they, you know, close out their positions once they started to see it go down. But this is natural though. Once you see things pump, you normally see them have a pullback to a key support area, and then if you want to add to your position there, that's what you can do. You can add more on that dip, and then when the price turns back around, you'll already be in. So let's see, let's use some of our indicators to kind of determine where Bone wants to pull back to. So one indicator you could use to determine where the price wants to pull back to, you could use this Bollinger Band indicator, because this gives you 3 price levels, or, you know, 3 levels of either support or resistance that you can basically use in your analysis. So when the price breaks outside of this upper Bollinger Band right here, we know it's extremely bullish and it's likely to come down. The people who are buying it after this point, after the price breaks outside of here, those are likely people FOMOing. Those are likely retail investors. Also, we call it dumb money as well. You know, they say, I just seen a title of a movie. They're gonna make a movie, I think, with Seth Rogen, basically not documenting, but basically talking about the GameStop experience, and it's called dumb money or stupid money or something like that. And that's just, you know, how I try to tell you all the time. They call it smart money and dumb money. So they're talking about, you know, how a lot of people lost a lot of money during that time by, you know, chasing after us. A lot of people made a lot of money. If you were rocking with us on the channel during that time, you know, we were trading options during that time, making money as well. But they call it, you know, dumb money. So I try to teach y'all, you know, how to be more informed, so y'all aren't making these dumb money decisions and automatically getting your money taken off the table, because they will take it off the table. So if the price continues to sell off, we can look at a few things. We can look at the previous candle, you know, that caused the breakout. And we can look at the resistance area of that candle, which is around $1.50, which may serve as a potential support area once this price comes down to test it, or the middle Bollinger Band, which is right around $1.16. So those are 2 key support levels that we're looking at on the way down. So if it breaks below this $1.50 level, then most likely it will come back to retest this mid Bollinger Band level at 116. And if you look left in the chart, let me move it up some so y'all can see it. So this 116 level, and if we look left in the chart, that it lines up perfectly with our previous resistance areas that we were seeing here. And remember, previous resistances becomes new supports. So the areas where we previously saw resistance at, where the candles were having a hard time breaking above, let me put a horizontal line here for y'all. So this line I just put there, the candles were having a hard time breaking above this. Eventually tested down, or pushed down, came to test this lower Bollinger Band, which the lower Bollinger Band is a good buying indicator. Once the price touches here, a lot of smart money knows that this is a 90 to 95% chance that the price will not drop lower than this. So they buy here, which is, we can see it play out perfectly here. They bought, pushed the price up. It was very bullish at this mid Bollinger Band, so it broke through. It came to retest this area where we put this line, where all these previous candles were having trouble breaking through. And it came back to retest the middle Bollinger Band. Like I told y'all, this is why, you know, I don't mean to sound repetitive with it, but this is what's happening. Especially for y'all that don't understand technical analysis, you need to learn this, so that way, you know, you can quit chasing candles. But it came down to retest the middle Bollinger Band as a as a support, and it held, and more people stepped in. You can see we got a ton of volume that pumped in right there on this candle, and then it took the price up. But you can see once we broke outside of the Bollinger Band, yes, it did continue to push up, and you could have, been, trying to target around this $2.50 level. But what some people always do is they pull the trigger a little bit earlier, because they know most people are waiting for, if they see the price breaking out to towards $2.50, they know psychologically most people are going to say, okay, we're going to take profit at $2.50. So what smart money will do is start to sell off before it hits that range, and it'll have a hard time breaking up to that level. So these are the key levels that it may pull back to, that 152 or that 116. And if it drops below the 116, then we know it's likely to test around 75-cent support, or even lower than that, around this 34-cent level. Now, of course, that's unlikely with the release of Shibarium about to take place. This is why we're seeing this pump. A lot of people know what's about to take place. We see exchanges loading up on Bone as well. So you just want to connect the dots there. I see a lot of people that, get upset, because they want just Shiba Inu to pump. And I get it, man. Of course, I would love more focus on Shiba Inu. But, it's in the original white paper. This is one thing we got to always remember. If you go to the Shiba Inu website and you look at the white paper is basically the instruction manual of what will happen with the coin or the token. It lays out inside of that white paper that there will be Bone token, She token, and Treat token. So we already knew that these tokens were coming. Of course, it took some time, but Ryoshi had this in his vision already. So we got to respect that. We would like to see, some more emphasis put on Shib, but, I think it's still due to come, because, think about it. We got a burn being implemented inside of Shibarium. They talked about possibly a 1% burn. Even if it's just 1%, that would possibly help us burn towards 111 trillion tokens per year, of course, with the added burn that shibaswap 2.0 will have as well. And then think about it, Bone is picking up. So all the, people that want to buy Bone, they'll most likely use Shibarium for it. And when they use Shibarium, they're most likely they're going to be burning Shiba Inu. So that's going to be bullish for us. And then we got a ton of community projects that will be built on top of Shibarium as well. shibaswap 2.0, a lot of people are going to be using that as well. We seen the volume on shibaswap go up 57,000% in one day. So it officially broke the record for its highest day of trading volume, of beating basically all the other exchanges for the day, which is very, very bullish. We can't ignore that. Sometimes in these markets, you get little spurts or little explosions here and there inside certain indicators to let you know what's about to take place. It's just up to you to, look at that information and try to determine, how to best use it, or determine what's likely to happen with that. So shout out to all y'all pulling up. Shout out to Bull Run Ready in the building. Appreciate all y'all pulling up on me. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's the number one thing y'all would like to see happening with Shiba Inu? Y'all know Satoshi watches these videos, so, drop some information to, inform the team. What would you like to actually see? Now let's check out Watcher Guru, see what's been going on. So just in, crypto casino stake sued for $400 million. I wonder why. So if y'all are familiar with this is a basically like an online crypto casino. They sponsor celebrities like Drake is the latest one that I noticed that they sponsored. I'm not sure who else they have, but or they sponsor people like YouTubers as well. But I guess they're being sued for some reason. Let's check this article out just so we can see what's going on. So crypto casino stake.com sued for 400 million by former partner. Oh, okay, so this is some internal type of thing. So the cryptoverse is full of wonders. The last couple of months have been quite chaotic with the downfall of several projects. Lawsuits have been flying around the market. Another day, another lawsuit hit the crypto industry. This time, however, it was among a single entity. Earlier today, it was brought to light that the former partner of one of the biggest Bitcoin casinos in the world, Stake.com, was suing the platform founders. The former partner, Christopher Freeman, reportedly filed a civil lawsuit in Southern District of New York. In his filing, he was seeking $400 million in punitive damages and claimed that he was deceived into straying away from the formulation of Stake.com. Ed Craven and Bijan Tarani, the creators of Stake.com, have been living lavish lives, and their recently purchased expensive houses were being held against them. He noted that the firm had processed about $100 billion in bets. Freeman, that's a ridiculous amount of money, y'all. $100 billion in bets. So this is a emerging market that's really, big right now. It's coming, getting even bigger. So Freeman used all of this to highlight the success of the Bitcoin casino. Let's rewind a bit. Tarani and Freeman have reportedly attended the same primary in high school. After meeting at Craven at university back in 2013, they decided to set up a casino business called Prime Dice. While Freeman entailed 20% in Prime Dice, Tarani and Craven held 40%. This was reportedly an arrangement that mirrored their initial investments. However, Freeman's stake was dragged down to 14% within 9 months. This was done in light of rewarding other members of the development team. While this did not settle well with Freeman, he pitched the idea of a crypto casino back in 2016. Freeman alleged that the other two were somewhat disinterested considering the scare around regulations. In a new turn of events, the duo decided to proceed with Stake.com while Freeman was left high and dry. Tarani and Craven urged Freeman to move to Australia if he intended to be a part of the crypto casino. Freeman's court filing read, later when Stake.com launched as a virtual casino, which included a competing online dice game and many other features Freeman had proposed and held design, Tarani and Craven affirmingly tried to assuage Freeman's dismay at having been misled by affirming that he still retained his stake at Primitus. Crypto casino Stake.com labels Freeman's claims inconsistent and misleading. Okay, so some turmoil there. Oh, exciting news, man. If y'all haven't seen my Twitter profile picture, my Volted Dragon NFT, we got billboards here in Las Vegas with my NFT on it. So, man, that's pretty dope. I'm going to find those billboards and make a video on that when I get it. So, just in, GameStop meme stock movie called Dumb Money is in production featuring Seth Rogen and Pete Davidson. Just in, stock trade bans proponent requests U.S. House to limit politician stock trading by September 30th. So we always know there's a group of people out there that request the politicians not to be able to trade stocks because, it's technically insider trading if they're making the laws and also, taking positions after they know, before they know which laws are about to go into effect. But we always see this get swept under the rug once bigger people, like Nancy Pelosi says, okay, I'm all for banning, Congress from being able to trade stocks, but that would also include everybody else, everybody, any politician basically. And then we see it get swept under the rug where it doesn't it doesn't become enacted. So just in, Ethereum miners generated $733 million in revenue in August 2022. This was another one I just seen earlier. Bank of America is offering 0 down payments, 0 closing cost mortgages to Black and Hispanic first-time home buyers in select cities. So that was pretty dope to see. I wonder which cities those are. Somebody said, in that case, I'm Black. So I'm going to have to look into that a little more, see what's going on with that. Okay, so I'll retweet this article on Twitter in case y'all want to check this out. Also, just in, Robinhood has listed Cardano. So, you know, they must have seen that survey that went out that showed Cardano was the 26th most, what do they call it? Basically, like the 26th favorite brand in the world, basically, which was really good to see a crypto, you know, company taking place or coming in the top 30. That was pretty cool right there, because that just shows that, you know, more and more of the world is starting to learn about cryptocurrency. So just in, US dollar index hits 20-year high of 109.55. Retweet that. OpenSea confirms it will support Ethereum's merge to proof of stake. So we know that Ethereum is doing a merge. I believe it starts the 6th. It will end around September 15th, where they're basically going to shift it from a proof of work chain to a proof of stake, which obviously everybody has to support that if you you know, are dealing with Ethereum, and everybody knows Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency. So most exchanges or crypto companies are all gonna support that. So it's gonna be a very big time. I think that's bullish. I think you know, a lot of people are gonna be excited about Ethereum. Ethereum's name is gonna be all over the headlines. So I think more people are gonna be learning about Ethereum as well, and that'll lead to more people buying Ethereum as well. So you know, you might want to tap up on some ETH if you haven't already, or you could you know, just wait if you think the price will pull back. But just in, U.S. orders NVIDIA to halt top AI chip sales to China and Russia 1 month after Nancy Pelosi sold all her shares. So do y'all see what I mean? Nancy Pelosi is always doing something crazy. Nancy Pelosi somehow magically always knows exactly what to do at the right time. You know, even though she's the Speaker of the House, some people would call that insider trading, but for some reason, it just, for them, it's cool. I don't understand how, but I just always find that funny. Right after she sold all her shares, NVIDIA gets ordered to halt selling, you know, to basically slow down their business. So basically lose out on revenue and turn to have a lower stock position, basically, or a lower stock price. So basically investors still holding it are going to lose money, but Nancy Pelosi magically knew to sell all her shares. Crazy. Just in, Binance US confirms it will support Ethereum's merge. Okay, so Binance supporting it. Everybody basically supporting it. Also, Robinhood adds support to send and receive Matic on the Polygon network. So that's very, very bullish right there for Matic. Getting access to all those Robinhood users. Anytime currency is added to Robinhood, is bullish. Now, of course, the price can pull back from those who already knew it was about to be added, and they already loaded up previously and are you know, buying low, selling high. But you know that eventually the price will go above where it was listed at, as long as it's a good solid project, which Matic is, if you ask me personally. Also, you can now send and receive it. So that's dope, giving you more access. So those of you that want to hold your own cryptocurrency inside your own cold wallet, that's a way to do that. So if you want to get a ledger, you can you know, use Robinhood to purchase it and then send it from Robinhood to your ledger. So just in, Binance US has added support for Cardano staking. That's bullish for Cardano as well. Also just in, DC Attorney General sues MicroStrategy and Chairman Michael Saylor for tax fraud. So let's see. So Racine announced a lawsuit on his official Twitter account, citing it is an example for residents and employers in the area who refuse to pay their taxes. Attorney General Racine claims that Saylor has lived in the D.C. district for over a decade. However, he has never paid any D.C. income taxes. He adds that the lawsuit also includes MicroStrategy. Racine alleges that the company helped Saylor evade taxes he legally owes on hundreds of millions of dollars. So This is the first lawsuit brought under DC's recently amended False Claims Act. It encourages whistleblowers to report residents who evade tax laws by misrepresenting their residences. MicroStrategy has yet to comment on the new lawsuit. The company held its quarterly executive partner summit Wednesday morning, and it nor Michael Saylor has publicly reacted to the Attorney General Racine's lawsuit. So, they're trying to shake everything up right now. Everybody knows crypto's here to stay, so regulation is coming. So you definitely want to be aware of that, and don't forget to pay those taxes, man. Also, El Salvador Bitcoin beats to receive $203 million in infrastructure investments. So that's very bullish. A lot of people putting smart money into these crypto investments, which tells us there's a future in crypto. Right now, things can seem like it's slow, but ask the people in 2017 who bought into crypto, how long it felt slow. They were in a bear market, which I'm talking about the new people who felt bad about it. The people who were feeling down and feeling sad in 2017, they were, for 2 years, feeling sad instead of just letting the price do what it do, and realizing that one day prices will be higher. The smart money knows that the market is growing, so just keep that in mind. They're not investing $203 million into the markets or into infrastructure investments, and crypto is just about to disappear, or it's going to be lower than where it is today. We got the market still under $1 trillion at our all-time high. We were over just about $3 trillion. So, think about that. That's a lot of money to come back into the market. And that's also on the opposite side. It tells us that the price is, the overall crypto market is basically down 2/3. So, it's an extreme discount right now. So just in, India reports annual GDP growth of 13.5% in April to June quarter. So India's picking up. I wonder what's causing that right there. Let's take a look at this just to get an overlook of what's happening with their economy. So India's GDP grew by 13.5% between April and June of the current fiscal year. The growth was the quickest over the previous 4 quarters, according to official figures released on Wednesday. The rise may be linked to stronger performance in the agricultural and services sectors. Okay, so services and agricultural. I wonder what services they over there providing. They getting it in over there in India. Breaking, Eurozone inflation reaches 9.1%, the highest ever recorded. Breaking, Italy's inflation reaches 9%, the highest ever recorded. South Korean city of Busan partners with FTX to develop crypto and blockchain related businesses. More people developing in the crypto space. Also, we get more alerts about inflation. Honestly, y'all, I think, when I first seen this recession news supposed to take place, I expected all the markets to pull back further. But with the Federal Reserve, the White House, everybody stepping in, basically saying even though technically we are in a recession because of 2 negative quarters of GDP growth, even with them saying basically, even though technically we are by the book, but we really aren't, or it doesn't feel like we're in a recession, that has me feeling like the bottom is in. Of course, they can, play around. The markets can wick down a little bit, here and there. But I think for the most part, the bottom should be in. One reason why I also believe that is because, they not only did they put their foot in the door to say it doesn't feel like, a recession, but also in the last speech, we got the chairman of the Federal Reserve saying the underlying health of the economy is still good, even though he put out all this negative information saying there'll be more pain in the market, basically, shaking investors out. They're hinting that things aren't as bad though as people may assume. So to me personally, I think that's just a way of tricking, not saying they're intentionally trying to do that, but it is what it is, shaking out the weak hands out of the markets to buy up these assets cheaper. Somehow smart money always knows when to get into the bottom, but they're using technical indicators as well as using taking advantage of fear or FUD in the market. You'll see headlines from certain news publications talking bad about certain crypto assets, but at the same time, while the price is falling, they could be short selling it, which means they're making money as the price goes down. So it's in their best interest to put out, negative articles. Even some YouTubers, even some, influential figures that you see on TV, they may say, hey, this stock is about to crash, sell it all, sell. And then, on the other side, you may not know that they're actually shorting the position, or could, if it's a stock, they could be doing put options as well, making money when the price falls. So that's why, they're hoping a lot of people could sell. So keep that in mind. That's always a part. There's people making money on both sides. So I see a question in here from Harlem, say, how come we don't get burns like Luna gets? It would be crazy if we had the same thing. So right now, the team doesn't own the tokens to be able to just burn a certain amount of them. What that means is all the tokens are in the market. So any tokens that would be burned would have to be bought first. So unless the team, use some funds from, all the money that they made to buy some tokens and burn some, then, they could do that. But they're using that money for developments like the metaverse, the games, and things of that sort. But they're also, developing utility to be able to burn the token through the utility. Because that way, you and I aren't giving up our money, or them. They're not having to give up their money. They're creating methods to burn the token that everyone is going to want to use, like shibarium, shibaswap 2.0, for instance. Creating a burn mechanism inside the blockchain game. Things like that. They're creating utility. They're creating things for us to use that, as a byproduct of us using it, it will burn a percentage of Shiba Inu. So that's the way that they're looking forward to doing it. I also think that the community will eventually come together and, do something really big, because we definitely want to see those types of burns. If SHIB was having those types of burns, it would be absolutely crazy. Even if we see the circulating supply get reduced or updated, and we could see, a dent in the amount of tokens that we burn so far, I think that would be really bullish as well, and get people going. And, more motivated to try to figure out, creative ways to be able to burn these tokens. If y'all have ways that, ideas that y'all have that you want to implement to burn more Shiba Inu, do it. This is DeFi. Ryoshi said, we are all Ryoshi. We all got the permission. You may not get the support from the official Shiba Inu team, but that doesn't stop you from, being able to develop something that's, really good. And if it's really, really good, then the team will likely support it anyway. So, if you got some ideas out there, just get them going. You can reach out to me if you got some questions on something, or, you need, some opinions, some feedback on something. I'll chime in. So also just in, Ethereum founder Vitalik says he is releasing a proof of stake book in a month. So stay tuned for that. We might go through that book on the channel as well as one of our books inside of our class of better informed investors. Jim Cramer says avoid all speculative investments like crypto. So that's somebody saying, he urges investors to avoid assets like Bitcoin. But the crazy thing is, when they see Bitcoin pumping and Bitcoin going, through the roof, then, it's a buy then. I'd rather, be paying attention to the markets while everything is cheap versus chasing it once it's more expensive. Now, fun fact, 10 years ago today, Bitcoin was $9.55. Absolutely crazy. $9.55, y'all. Just in, UK will extradite a man to the US to face charges tied to $4 billion OneCoin scam. So, don't be out here scamming people and think you're just going to get away with it just because you go to the UK. Also in, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz says Texas will continue to be the center for crypto innovation. So, we got senators in the U.S. that are bullish on, crypto and basically standing on it, saying, Texas will be the center for crypto innovation. Eventually, This will, you know, have a ripple effect throughout the rest of the United States. Once all the other states realize how much money they're missing, how much money is being left on the table, they'll start to do the same thing. Critical said Nancy grimy. Bull Run said I bet Nancy got hella bags of crypto. She ain't stupid. Critical said lock her up. Harlem said Luna passed us overnight, and that was a dying coin. We need burns like Luna. Easy fix. If you got any suggestions, drop them in the comment section. New project 26. Okay. Bull Run said it's sad, huh? I have 2 bags of Luna Classic, 1 bag double my shib, and my other bag is 1,500 away, and I hold 500 million Shiba. And the burn for Luna don't start until September 12th. It's the staking and FOMO driving it before the burn comes. So yeah, that's another thing right there. Whenever people hear that you can stake, you know, a coin, they're always bullish on it. They want to buy more of the coin to be able to stake it and, you know, earn that passive income. Harlem said, looks like Luna gonna definitely pass us if it's going crazy now. Wait till that burn starts. What do you mean pass us? By market cap? Or are you just saying, you know, it's just running crazy right now? Bull Run ready. Rap Luna will do the same. Like I said before, Shiba with a 2% burn with 1 billion in volume would shake the world. Yeah, 2% burn will be absolutely crazy. That would be ridiculous. Hopefully we get, I'm just hoping we get at least that 1% burn. If we can at least get that 1% burn, I'll be happy, you know, with that, just knowing the possibilities. But if we get a 2% burn with Shiba Inu, y'all can hang it up. Y'all can hang it up. It'll be absolutely crazy. Bull already said, I bought Bone at 30 cents, 2,500 tokens. Bone going to be a blue chip coin soon. Good work. Good work on everybody. I want to say good work to all those that watched the channel and caught that, you know, Bone token right before that breakout. I called it right before the breakout to let y'all know that, you know, if, you know, I always got to say it's not financial advice, but with the release of Shibarium, you know, it's all about positioning. You don't want to wait until it's already, you know, released and then try to catch on to, you know, what's going on. You want to already be ready. And, you know, seeing it go to $2.40 is right in alignment with where, you know, I expected to, you know, kind of be at this point. I told y'all I expected to hit about at least $5 by the time Shibarium is released, but I wouldn't be surprised if we seen a $10 Bone token by the time Shibarium is released. So remember, this is extremely, you know, yes, I would have preferred y'all to get it, you know, at my earliest videos when I was telling y'all about it, but, you know, still under $2 right now. If you can get it at that price and Bone ends up hitting $10, that's a 5x. You know, we already got a 5x, but, you know, that's another 5x from there. So let's take a look at Bone real quick. So Bone at $1.84 right now, down 8.4%. If you're interested in Bone and you're going to be buying Bone later, don't wait until the candles are green. Of course, it could pull back further. I made a video telling y'all where I expected it to pull back. Also, I think I talked about it a little bit in the beginning of this stream. So yeah, the $1.16, $1.50 range. And remember, this is smart money right here. Smart money generally likes to protect this, you know, its money. You know, so if the price, you know, dips into here, usually smart money will inject more money to pump it back up to, you know, keep that going. And that's where we see that breakout or that continuation, you know, going to, you know, new recent highs. Bull Run Ready said, I'm feeling Bone by 2024 all-time high, $100. That would be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, what's up, Pops? I see you pulled up on the stream. Nico said, don't know much about crypto, but is this merge going to help SHIB, bro? I think it's bullish for SHIB because, you know, Ethereum is the backbone of Shiba Inu. And with Ethereum being the backbone of Shiba Inu, if Ethereum is going up, most likely Shiba Inu will receive some sympathy from that, and also, receive a little pump. It's not always guaranteed, but it's likely. Usually that's what we see. Like I talked about that in one of the last videos as well. Like when you see one stock or one asset doing well, a lot of people that might have initially missed that pump or missed the breakout, they may look for similar assets to invest in to try to position themselves for a small rally and something that's next to it. So like let's say if one electric car company is doing really well today, like it's breaking out, having a ridiculous day, you may see other electric car companies starting to pump as well from people speculating and moving money over there. Bullrun Ready says, I think Ethereum merge will make transactions cheaper. Now, Vitalik actually said that it shouldn't make transactions cheaper, just faster, but it possibly could. I don't know. I'm not for sure, y'all. The proof of stake is still, kind of new, so I got to learn more about that. But Marcus Moore said, how much of a pump? With which asset, Bone or Shiba Inu? A pump with which one? The 5th richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, turned 92 years old today. This was just a couple days ago, just about 2 days ago. Labeled as the greatest investor in history. '92, still investing hard, still, making the decisions for the company. That's crazy right there. I hope to be that old, still that sharp where you can, analyze different companies and, make investments and things like that. It's absolutely crazy. With SHIB, let's take a look. So we talked about that a little bit ago. I told y'all I expect Shiba Inu, even if they try to, I told y'all if they do this, don't be afraid. We talked about the technical reasons why, but they may try to shake SHIB down to this 10 level. Now, if they do that, don't panic. But if it breaks below that, then they may be trying to shake it down, really, really low. I mean, if they break it below the 1,000 level, that means they're being vicious. If that happens, I'm not gonna panic anyway. I'm just gonna take that opportunity to buy more Shiba Inu. But for those of you, that may not recognize what may be coming, I'm letting y'all know that they may try to pull it down to that 1,000 level. That's just what the technical indicator showed us. We used our Bollinger Bands, our relative strength index, and our moving average convergence divergence in the video earlier to show y'all why that may happen. But on the bright side, we could be possibly breaking out to this 25 level. I expect at least a pump to the 25, 26 level upon the release of Shibarium. So for us to be trading somewhere back in this range right here. So I expect us to be trading somewhere back in this range around the release of Shibarium. It could even, end up pumping to that 30 level. And a lot of people are going to be upset that, they just sat on the sidelines and, were fudding, because the price wasn't moving as fast as they wanted to. It never moves as fast as you want it to. It just doesn't work like that, Some people invest in they put in some money 1 month ago and they were expecting to be millionaires already. It doesn't work like that. Time in the market beats timing the market. It's best to just accumulate more as you can. It's not saying put yourself in a hole by buying more than you should. Only buy an amount that you're willing to lose. So that way, just in case the price dips 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%, you're not panicking about it, or you're not saying, oh man, I'm losing my money for rent, or I'm losing my money for, my car note, or I'm losing my money for this or that. This has to be money that you don't need. So that way you can give it time to mature and, do what it needs to do. You got to remember, the first people that became Shiba Inu millionaires, You know, they seen if they put in $1,000, their $1,000 went all the way down to $1 before it broke back out and made them millionaires. So keep that in mind. OG Ocean Grown said, I bought Bone at 44 cents and put my profits into Shib. Good work. Marcus said, my pops is almost 80 and still works. That's what's up. He said, I'm not panicking. Said, if it dips, I'll buy more. Bull Run Ready said, you come to the right place, Marcus, with the knowledge DB given. We all going to be retiring early. I'm not down on any assets because of this, man. We family here. Shiba Eternity will give Shiba Inu hype. Donald says, I got 63 million sheep. Shout out to Carbon Master for pulling up on us. Yeah, that's the key. That's the key to it, man. Long-term investing is where it's at, man. That's how you win in the long run. You get rewarded. You know, every time she broke out, everybody that waited, you know, patiently with me, we were always rewarded. You know, it might have took a while. You know, it might have, you know, put some people in some tight positions, but that's only because you invested more than you should have. Varel Too Cool said, short term, Shib or Terra Luna Classic? Well, you know, I'm bullish Shib. You know, I'm Shib Army all day. But, you know, whenever people present me with those types of questions, the either ors, I always just say, why not get some of both? You know, if you're feeling both like that, if you did your due diligence, you know, and you have a reason for wanting to invest in that asset, you don't have to do either or. You can split up the amount that you want to invest. You know, you can do 60-40. Let's say you wanted to put in $100. You know, you could put 60% into one asset, 40% into the other one, or, you know, you could break it up however you see fit. You know, if you're 60% confident in one and, you know, 40% confident, or 50-50, however you want to do it, just break it up like that. But always remember to dollar cost average as well. Don't just go drop the entire bag into it at once. So if you plan on buying, you know, let's say a total of $1,000 worth, don't just go put the $1,000 in all at once, because if the price pulls back 20%, you want to allow yourself the opportunity to be able to buy some at a discounted rate. Okay, so I think he's asking more of which one is do I think can likely start to break out or give some good price action. So let's take a look. So the indicator that I would use to try to, you know, kind of snitch that out is our volume indicator. So on August 14th, we seen Shiba Inu get a ton of volume. We got a ton of volume that came in, and the price pulled back right now. But usually when we start seeing the volume peaking and breaking out like this, that's a good sign that after the pullback is going to happen again. And then you have to just pay attention. Do we have any catalysts coming up? Of course we do. We got Shibarium, the biggest catalyst of Shiba Inu's history, is coming up. That is absolutely bullish. So we can use that, you know, to think about it. So right now the volume is kind of low on Shiba Inu. But let's take a look at Terra Luna Classic. So it's up 17% right now. It's kind of cooling off from what we seen, where we seen it at earlier, reach up to around that 3 level. So you notice it's forming a doji candle at the top of an uptrend. When you start to see these doji candles form at the top of an uptrend, it's likely that reversal is soon to come. It doesn't mean it's going to happen right now, but it's likely that it's underway because the buyers and sellers are, you know, equally matched at this point, and it can easily be, you know, go either way right now at this point once we start seeing the doji candles form, especially with, you know, something that's, you know, I don't want to just say risky, but, you know, a DJ in play basically. So volume is still, you know, fairly strong, but we do see the volume pulling back here on Terra Luna Classic. Let's take a look at the MACD. Yeah, I think this one has to come down. But remember, you know, something different can always happen. You know, when the market wants to rally behind something and you know, buy something regardless, they can continue to take it to new levels. But you know, the charts are saying it needs to cool off. The charts are saying Terra Luna Classic needs to cool off. But remember, like someone just mentioned in the comments, the burn coming up September 6th, you know, that can be, you know, extremely, well, that can be another catalyst that may, you know, outweigh the fact that the indicators are saying that it needs to cool off. So it could potentially cool off for a short period of time, but it's the first already. And, you know, maybe a day or two of cooling off and then kick back into gear right before the 6th. But you got to remember, there's a saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. So there's going to be people buying leading up to the announcement of the burn, and then it's going to be people taking profit and selling once it actually happens. So to me, it looks like this wants to cool off, and it looks like SHIB is more likely to see. Terra Luna Classic is in a craze right now. You know, it's in a state of, you know, FOMO. So, you know, that dumb money can come in and push it even further. I doubt smart money is going to come in right now and take it to a higher level, because smart money already got injected down here around this range. So I think this wants to cool off, and with it cooling off, Shiba Inu may have, you know, a better chance of, you know, seeing a next little run. But then again, remember that this one has the burn on September 6th, and Shiba Inu is not going to release Shibarium until September 30th. But once we get that, well, up until September 30th, they have basically to keep it on track with the release schedule that they said. But if, let's say, the team announces tomorrow that Shibarium will be released on the 18th or the 19th or something like that, then you can hang it up. You know, then Shiba Inu is going to go absolutely wild. But this is the thing, we're still waiting on that announcement. We know that announcement is coming, that Shibarium is going to be released. They already did the preparatory announcements where they let us know, okay, it's going to come before the third quarter, whatever they said, or at the end of it. We know that time is approaching. You know, we got less than 30 days. You know, so when do you, you know, want to understand what's going to take place? You know, once you see the green candles telling you to go, that's what most people think. When they see those green candles, they chase them, because psychologically everybody's programmed to see, you know, green means go, and when they see red candles, they're programmed to, you know, for it to mean stop. So that's why a lot of people have a hard time buying the dip or buying the red candles, which is the better way to do it, because that way once the price turns around, they'll make more money. But it's just a psychological barrier there that keeps them from doing that. Shout out to Marcus. He said, I believe it. I've been watching you, D. This is my favorite channel. Appreciate you for rocking with me, bro. M1 said, at this point, when if we open a Shiba club, Shiba strip club, when major pump, we get a major pump, we'll have a club accepting SHIB here in Vegas. Shout out to Marcus. Said, I'm glad you went live. Shout out to all y'all for pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up like button. We got almost 70 people in the stream right now. Marcus said we can actually chop it up in here without the scammers. Yeah, the comment section is crazy. For some reason, they target a lot of YouTubers. I'm sure if y'all see a lot of YouTube comment sections are filled with the scammers, but man, I feel like they go extra hard on my channel for some reason. Bull Run Ready said, LOL, those I've been making 63K a week by day trading as bots. Yeah, they be going crazy, man. I don't know what's wrong with them. I guess, you know, I thought the average person would know that those are scams, but I did see a few people that reached out to me, or I spoke to a few people that reached out to me that said they actually fell for a couple people that changed their profile picture as my profile picture on YouTube and told them to reach out on Telegram, like said they had something special for them. So if somebody's in the comments saying, hey, reach out to me, I got something special for you, it's a scam, y'all. So please be aware. I don't tell people to reach out to me on Telegram. So Marcus said, yeah, anything can happen with these markets. T Cash said, what's up? Can you check out O and Call? Which ones are those? What is O? And I heard a Call, but I haven't really, what's the name of it? Vera Tuku said, yeah, I was thinking the same thing at Bull Run. Short-term Luna Classic and long-term Shiba. Marcus Moore said the merge is on the 15th, right? Yes, it is on the 15th. I believe they start the 16th. I mean, no. I believe they start on the 6th, and it's gonna update until the 15th, if I'm not mistaken, as long as there's like no major errors. Marcus Moore said, I almost always buy red. Varel Too Cool said, good looks with the knowledge god. You welcome, bro, no problem. Jason said, haha, lol, yeah, it's weird. Bull Run said, yeah, I had a fake you hit me up on Twitter. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Dan and Strachan. Said, what's up, man? How are you? All is well, bro. I'm just over here chilling, chopping it up with y'all. Marcus said, yeah, they use y'all avatars to try to finesse you. Yeah, y'all got to be careful with that, man. They'll even use the name pinned by DecemberDeMarco to try to make it look like they're official, you know, or something like that. But y'all got to just, you know that those are scams. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't count either one of these out right now, Terra Luna Classic or Shiba Inu, to be honest. But this is the thing I know happening with Shiba Inu. I know Shiba Inu is primed. Why is it doing that? I know Shiba Inu is basically primed to take off. Why is it moving sideways? It's crazy. Remember, I told y'all that I feel like this is the calm before the storm. So far, each of the breakouts that we've seen, the last two major breakouts with SHIB, I was right on point with both of them. Yes, it took a little time for them to play out, you know, but I was right on point. I gave y'all enough time to get ready before it happened. I feel like I'm doing that again this time. So hopefully y'all are preparing yourselves. Hopefully y'all know how to buy Shiba Inu. I got a video on the channel teaching y'all how to buy Shiba Inu. All you gotta do is search it on my channel. I got a video showing y'all how to buy Bone. I just did, I think yesterday actually. And also the video I made on how to buy Bone, you could use that same process to buy Inu. So keep that in mind as well for those that are looking and trying to figure out how to buy Inu. I just did a video yesterday showing how to buy Bone. You can use the same process to buy Inu. Just instead of typing in Bone, type in Volt, and you'll see Inu pop up, and then click on Volt version 2, and then get you some Inu if you haven't already. If you want to, it's not financial advice. But yeah, I'm excited for what's about to take place. You know, it kind of drags out sometimes because you got to think about it. They don't want to just let everybody easily get rich. They're not just trying to you know, make it to where you know, anybody that just jumped in over the weekend is going to make a killing. That's not how it works. You know, it really takes time for these things to play out because they break out. They have retracements or corrections, as some people will call it. But that's all a part of it. That's all, you know, that's how healthy stocks play out. T-Cash said it's just, oh, it's been connected to the SHIB devs. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Bull already said, how do you feel about the Shiba stablecoin? I'm interested to see, you know, how they're gonna roll it out. You know, what features will it have and whatnot. But in general, I'm definitely interested. You know, of course, Shiba Inu overall. But I know that SHIB, which is going to be the Shiba Inu stablecoin, I know that it is a part of the ecosystem. So, you know, I'm just curious on how it's going to play a part. But, you know, at the same time, you know, I'm really more excited to see how it helps Shiba Inu. That's what I really like to see. But, you know, I think it's, you know, a good thing to have when we really think about Shiba Inu as a complete ecosystem. You know, you want to have a stable coin. If we're going to have all our own ecosystem to do everything that we need to do, having a stable coin isn't a bad idea. Marcus Moore said, I'm still learning. I just got into crypto a month or two ago. Okay, that's what's up. Mr. Carbon Master said, doesn't Shiba Inu have a lot of coins to burn? Yes, we got a lot of coins to burn. You know, they're not updating the circulating supply on CoinMarketCap, which is where the rest of the markets use to calculate the circulating supply. But once that number starts to update, I think it's going to get crazy, y'all. We got Shibarium going to be burning 1% of the supply, so keep that in mind. Marcus Moore said, what? Leash? Leash is another one of the tokens of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. So far, we got Shiba Inu, Bone, and Leash. Coming up, we got Shi and Treat. Those are the next coins. And be aware, there are already fake coins on the market right now with the names Treat and Shi. But those are fake coins. The team has not released the official ones yet, so keep that in mind if you see anything floating around. Yeah, Bull Run says, so there's Shiba, Bone, Leash, Shiboshis, Treat, and another one. Yes, that's Shi, S-H-I, Shi token. Marcus Moore said, they said Ryoshi started Suka. I'm not sure. You know, of course, a lot of projects say that Ryoshi started different projects, you know, of course, for the clout reasons or to try to, you know, attract more investors, you know, as a marketing, you know, ploy. He could have, I don't know. But, you know, just keep that in mind as well, that he probably didn't. Okay, let's see. I don't see the O one. I looked up $O, and they give me Space Game Ores. I'm not sure if that's the one you're talking about. But it doesn't have enough information. So y'all got to make sure when y'all want me to check out a coin that, you know, you drop the accurate information about it. Because, you know, I'm only go over it most likely one time. If I try to check it out and I don't see it, you know, we got to keep it moving. So if you really want me to check it out, then make sure, you know, you give me the some good information to be able to find it before I actually do go looking for it. So let's go back to CoinMarketCap. But Suka Pump Crazy. I haven't checked that one out. What is that? Is that ERC20? Let me see. Suka, Ethereum. They got to be Ethereum based. Okay, let's see, Suka. So this one looks like it's called like Dejitaru Suka. I think that's what it's called. It definitely had a nice pump. It's still in a bullish trend, you know, still holding. Why did it just do that? One 1.3 or what is that? 1.3 million and total liquidity, 662,000 and 24-hour volume, 5,100 holders. This one looks like it's not bad. And it's let's see. It's not at too bad of a range. I would have preferred to see this around that 3 level and caught, you know, around that support level, but it doesn't look bad. Salute to everybody for rocking with me. Marcus Moore said I was waiting on Suga to go back down, but it didn't. It be like that sometimes. That's why I always say, if you don't have any and something is really, really bullish and you're not sure of it, you know, it's okay to open up a small position, you know, to start a little bag just in case, you know, but most times it usually goes back down though. And even, you know, it could go back down even from, you know, just because it didn't go back down doesn't mean it ain't going back down yet. You know, it still can go back down. It's just probably not down at the moment because it takes time for these things to play out. John Wiggs said, let's get it. What's good, DJs? Black Lighting said, yeah, they're not about to let the average Joe become rich overnight. This is a long-term hold investment. I'm just tagging along to see what's the outcome price for this year. I can care less right now. So that's the way you know you want to be thinking about it. You know, just prepare to hold for the long term. That's why you always want to do your due diligence. Make sure you believe in the asset that you're actually holding, so that way you're prepared to stick it out through, you know, the tough times. Jason Paul Debuse said, I've had Dogecoin for the longest time besides SHIB and still holding. Do you think Dogecoin has potential as a long-term investment? To be honest, I never really looked into, I did a review on it when it first dropped, but I didn't really keep up with it. But the fact that the community is so strong, I think Dogecoin, if I'm not mistaken, is the next top meme coin outside of like Shiba Inu, you know. Maybe Baby Doge might be up there, but let me see. Let me take a look. So Dogecoin is at 151. So yeah, Dogecoin is like probably one of the top ranked meme coins. They don't got Baby Doge at 235. Yeah, so Dogecoin is next to Shiba Inu, the top ranked meme coin. So because of that, the community behind it, I definitely think it has potential long term. And then, you know, think about it. If Elon says anything else about, you know, Dogecoin, his Mars mission, you know, that could be a catalyst for that project as well. Marcus Moore said, if I put in the 400, I would have pulled like 1,300 that week. You know, it can go like that, but more times than you know, not, it won't go that way. But this is why you want to have time in the market. This is why it's good to do your due diligence and already have these things in place. Black Lighting said they will breadcrumb us in the meanwhile. Mark Manowski said Shabirin better have a 2% gas tax or I'm out. Mark, you wouldn't be cool with a 1%? It has to be 2%. What if it was 1%? Would you be cool with that? Bull Run Ready said Dogecoin needs a utility. I'm still holding my bag. MetaMonkey.ai pre-sale ends tomorrow. Have you heard anything? I might throw a little. No, I haven't heard anything about that one. You know, it's crazy when, you know, everything is good with SHIB. You know, you see everybody excited. You know, everybody start, you know, saying like how they always knew what was going to happen with Shiba Inu. But when it ain't happening as quick as they wanted to, man, people be upset. People be ready to give it all up, which I don't blame you. You know, that's what you want to do. That's best for you. Do what's best for you. But just know there's always that chance of you coming back around like, man, I wish I would have just held on to it. Mark says, if it was 1%, I guess it would be give me hope. Devs are serious for long term. Okay. Yeah, I think it needs to be at least 1% if you ask me. I think we at least 1%. I wouldn't mind even a 2%. Any thoughts on Tonic? Not really. I haven't really checked into that one. Jason Paul the Beauty said, LOL, so true. That's just a part of the game, man. But we're going to get ready to wrap this one up, man. If y'all got any last questions y'all want to ask, let me know. Anything y'all want to comment, let me know. Anything y'all want to check out before we get up out of here, let me know. Jason said, I'm diamond hand the sheep. Me too, man. I don't got a problem. I always only invest what I'm willing to lose. So that way, you know, even though it's a large amount overall, but at a time, I'm only investing an amount that I'm willing to lose. So that way, I'm never really panicking about it. Because it's already money that I had, you know, to the side already, or that I was already, you know, planning on, you know, being okay with losing. Of course, nobody wants to lose their investment, so don't think I'm saying you're going to lose it, but I'm just saying that, you know, to keep your emotions out of it, you want to keep it with an amount or within a range that, you know, is not going to change your life if it goes down. You know, it's not going to affect your, your spending. You don't want to be like, man, I can't do this because I got my money locked up inside of this cryptocurrency. That's not a good play, because then you're most likely always going to take a loss. The markets are kind of rigged and set up, you know, for emotional investors. It does a lot of different things. You know, if I could just wrap it up in a short version, it plays out in a lot of ways that plays off of the average retail investor's emotions. They know exactly how you're going to be feeling. They know exactly what you're most likely going to do. And the markets plays, you know, off of that. I told y'all, like, you know, generally towards, you know, the first of the month, we start to see a pullback in the market because they know that a lot of people want to take money for bills. You know, they have to pay for things. So they're dropping the asset prices. So that way, when you have to sell, you're selling for a cheaper price. You know, you're not getting as much money as you would have been able to get for, less of the asset. Let me see. Bull Run Ready said, you know how I get through SHIB devs being slow? I don't even look at my SHIB bag. And that's the way to do it. You still want to stay tapped into the market, you know, watch the channel and, you know, see, what's going on so you don't miss anything. But that is a good way, you know, to not check it every day. That's one thing too. You know, some people checking, you know, their portfolio every single minute. You don't want to do that. That can drive you crazy. You know, some people check their portfolio daily. Some people check it weekly. Some people bi-weekly. Some people monthly. You know, you don't have to check it every single day, especially if, you know, it's a slow time, because then you're just adding more, more emotion to it when you don't see it moving. Or if you see it down, to log in every day and see that your portfolio is down, that can do something to you emotionally. It can start making you react in emotional ways, and that's when you really start losing money. Bull Run said, let's check out metamonkey.ai. We'll possibly check that one out tomorrow. I'm going to go live again earlier. T Cash said X Fund will flip BTC. Marcus Moore said, yeah, I stopped even looking at it. Bull Run said, it helps your emotions, huh? I looked at it when it's pumping, then I smiled and closed my wallet. Marcus Moore said, I probably watch you more than I check it. I'm not worried. That's what's up. You know, it ain't, you know, I'm going to let y'all know. If it's time to check it, I'm going to let y'all know, hey, check that Shiba Inu, you know, but hopefully y'all are prepared. You know, I want to ask y'all one thing before I get up out of here. If Shiba Inu broke out, right, and let's say we woke up tomorrow that, let's say at midnight or whatever, the time everybody sleep, across the world, whatever time, the most perfect time is. We get Satoshi in the official SHIB page letting us know that Shiba Inu will be released, let's say September, 15th, or, just whatever day for, for the story purposes. And we seen Shiba Inu break out and go, 300%. From where we are right now, that's around that 3,600 level. If we saw Shiba Inu break out to that 3,600 level, I'm talking about by tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, would you be prepared? Would you be happy with the position that you're in right now with Shiba Inu? Would you be okay with what you have so far? Let me know. How would y'all be if we woke up the next day or two, if Shiba Inu broke to the 3,600 level and you didn't have a chance to buy any more? How would you feel? Would you be okay with what you have now, or would you be saying, I wish I would have bought more? That's what I want to figure out. Let me know. Okay, Black Lighting said, what do you think Shiba Inu price will be in the next 10 years? For sure, over a cent. I guarantee that. Well, I don't guarantee it because it's not financial advice, but 10 years, think about it. Bitcoin's price 10 years ago was $9.55. Who could have ever, nobody 10 years ago said in 10 years Bitcoin will be sitting at, or it'll hit an all-time high of 68,000. Nobody said that, so it's hard to say with Shiba Inu. I could say $1, I wouldn't be surprised if Shiba Inu was $1, $10 in the next 10 years. Big Duke 13 said, I got you tomorrow, DeMarco, sending more people to your channel. You have helped me out more than you know. I have 44K subs on YouTube now. Appreciate you, Big Duke, for pulling up. Glad I could help, man. Blast said, I wouldn't. T-Cash said, yes, sir. I'm rotating to Bone. Marcus Moore said, no. Jason said, yes, 100%. Donald said, I will be happy. Marcus said, I want more. Blast said, I wish I had more money to invest. Bullrun Ready said, yeah, I still hold, but not taking profits till 4 zeros. Hold on, that's not what I asked. I'm not asking would you still hold. I'm saying, would you be satisfied with the position that you're in right now? Would you say that you've done enough work, as far as accumulating sheep? Would you say that you have enough if the price broke out to the 3,600? Would you be wishing that you would have bought more at this price? Or would you be saying, I'm good, I'm glad I got, I'm okay with the amount that I have, and, I'm fine here? That's what I want to know. My 63 million shares will keep me company. Blast said, but I've got a decent bag. Needed to go to a cent before feeling like worth it. Bullrun said, I had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin in 2010 and I laughed at my homie. Now he's laughing. That's why I'm here. I won't make that mistake. Hey, same thing happened to me. I got told about it in about like 2009, 2010. Whatever, I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was one of those 2 years. I know for sure, though, the price was at 11 cents per Bitcoin. And I watched it and watched it and watched it until eventually it was like, okay, how long are we going to sit on the sidelines? We got Donald and Jason said they would be happy. T-Cash said he would be happy. Josh says, what do you realistically, or Josh says, what you realistically think she will go next year or next bull run? I'm thinking she eats a 0. Bullrun Ready said, no, our goal is to have $1 billion. Dollar cost average now to get there at 500 million Shiba now. Joe said, this is Joe's from Dallas. Salute to Dallas. Said, thank you, bro. Many blessings. You're welcome, bro. Appreciate it. Okay, y'all, so we gonna wrap this stream up, man. Shout out to y'all that catch the stream later on playback. If you rocking with me, you know, for real, those that's really locked in, share this stream, get this video out, share this to your friends, share this to your family, let them tune in, tell them, you know, to rock with me, to subscribe to the channel as well. But yeah, that's all we got for this one, man. Hold on, we got one more comment just came in. JC Aranda said, not satisfied yet with my position, but I also want to diversify into other blue chip coins as well. As much as I love SHIB, I don't want all my money on one token. Yeah, that's smart right there. You definitely don't want all your money into one token. Marcus Moore said, yeah, I want $1 billion. Okay. And for those of y'all that said, you know, you wouldn't be satisfied, you know, you wouldn't be happy with your position or with, you know, where you are right now with SHIB, then, you know, y'all know what to do, man. It's not financial advice, but, you know, connect the dots. Shout out to Blast, said thank you for the stream, bro. Have a good night, everybody. T Cash says salute. Critical says shout out to Gin. I don't know what that is. Bull Run says, see you tomorrow, bro. God bless you and the people on the channel tonight. God bless everybody, man. Appreciate it, bro. Low Key said, I invest so I can get rich soon and not work anymore. Jason said, thanks so much. You're the best. Appreciate it, bro. Hey, I really appreciate all y'all for pulling up, man. It's really dope that we could chop it up and talk about, you know, financial stuff like this. Most people consider this type of stuff boring, but for y'all to pull up, you know, each and every day like this to catch this content, you know, that means a lot, man. And sometimes it can get boring, you know, if you don't have other people to talk about this level of information with, you know, if you're the only one, you know, because sometimes your friends or family aren't interested in this type of stuff. So, you know, y'all are the people that I got to really chop it up with this, you know, every day that I know want to hear about this type of information. So, you know, I'm always excited to bring y'all this information, man. But that's all we got for this video. Check the links in the description section for free resources, stocks, crypto. Also, if you're catching this later on, be aware of the scammers in the comment section pretending to be me